Hello boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 7-7. Today we are looking at positive and negative numbers on a number line, which means we're actually going to try to identify where the number falls on a spectrum. Okay, keep in mind that numbers are infinite, not just infinite counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but they're also infinite counting down, -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. Okay. So 1 is greater than -1. Okay, keep in mind that we go up or we go down infinitely. So let's take a look at question 1 and try to identify where these letters, as you see here, okay, where these letters fall on the number line. Okay, where these letters fall on these number line. Letter A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Check in 5 minutes before the race starts. Okay, 5 minutes before the race starts. Where would A fall? Okay, think about it. 5 minutes before the race starts. Well, let's read the hint so that we can identify what they mean by this. Okay, so let me move myself out of the way. And here we go. Plot means write down, okay, or find. Plot each of the following bicycle race events on the number line below. Okay, so this is a sequential timeline. Label each event with its letter. Hint, 0 on the number line stands for the starting time of the race. So here's where we start. Okay, this would be before the race, this would be after the race, once the race has begun. Okay, so we check in, sorry, not after, so once it's begun. And this is before. So check in 5 minutes before the race. 5 minutes, if this is the beginning of the race, 5 minutes before would be over here. So that would be A. So make sure you write an A right above there. Okay. A. Got it? And follow the directions like that. So let's say if each one of these is minutes, half a minute is only 30 seconds, not 50 seconds. 30 seconds. So look at B. You change gears 30 seconds after the race. So the race has begun, now you're changing gears 30 seconds into it. It's half a minute. So B would be right above the half mark. Okay? If you understand what you're doing, continue ahead and finish right up to letter F. Okay? Let's look at number 2. You can pause the video now. Question 2. Let's go ahead and read it together. Mr. Pima's class planned a raffle. A raffle is when people put money in and they buy a ticket and they pick out a ticket to see who wins. Okay? They planned a raffle. 5 students were asked to sell raffle tickets. The goal for each student was $50 in ticket sales. So each student had a goal to sell up to $50. That was their goal in ticket sales. The table below shows how well each of the 5 students did. Complete the table. Then plot the amount on the last column on the number line below the table. So these numbers that we have here, we're going to plot them down here. Label each amount with that student's letter. Here's the student's letter, and we're going to plot them down along the line in the bottom. Okay? So, student A had ticket sales, okay, $5.50 short of the goal. Okay, $5.50 short of the goal. The goal is $50. I'm assuming the goal will be 0 because this is additional dollars, and this is where the people fell short. They needed this much more to get to the goal. The goal is 0. It's more than, less than. Are we clear? So if $5.50 fell short of the goal, didn't quite reach the goal, it's $5.50 below the goal. So below the goal, here's the goal, below the goal. So A falls at $5.50, right over here. Okay? A. All right? B, met the goal. Exactly, met the goal. No plus, no negative. Go ahead and plot B. C, exceeded goal by $1.75. Exceeded, more than, exceeded, more. D, sold 41.75. 41.75, that's not quite the goal. The goal is 50. So how much more did C need to get to the goal? 41.75. So that means 8 something. You figure it out. And E, sold 53.25. 50 is the goal, and they sold 53.25. So they exceeded. They went over by how much? Okay, go ahead and plot those. We'll check those in class. You can pause the video now, continue to finish up to question E, and let's go on to the next page. Okay, now we are on to page 230, and we are comparing numbers using greater than, less than symbols. Take a look here. What we have, this little reminder that we have here in this box, okay? We are being told that when writing greater than or less than symbol, be sure the arrow tip, okay, the arrow tip or the arrow tip on this side points to the smaller number. That arrow, the tip of it will always point to the smaller number. We got that? Okay? So let's try some of these and we'll plot them along the line on the top. Or actually, no, I don't think we have to plot them for this one. Nope, that's just there to guide us so that we have a visual of what's greater than and less than. So let me move myself up to the corner over here and we will continue working together. Alright. Okay, let's see. We have, oh, it's still working, sorry. We have negative 10 is less than negative 5, of course. Negative 10 is all the way here, negative 5 is here. Remember, anything in this direction, okay, will get smaller gradually, and anything going in this direction gets larger, okay? Negative 10 is to the left of negative 5, of course. Negative 10 is to the left of negative 5. We use the negative sign, the less than sign symbol to write negative 10 is less than negative 5. Plus 10 is greater than plus 5. Plus 10 is all the way over here and plus 5 is here. So clearly the more you move in this direction, the bigger it gets. The greater the amount. We use the greater than amount symbol to write positive 10 is greater than positive 5. Okay, I want you guys to complete these, the following 2, 3. We have negative 5. Negative 5 is all the way here. And we have positive 5. Positive 5 is all the way here. So clearly negative 5 is less than positive 5. Correct? So you would have to use the less than symbol. Okay, remember the hint over here that the arrow tip must point to the lesser value, to the smaller number. Clear on that? Okay, here is your first key answer. Okay, I want you to put a star right around your answer on 2. I know it's a bit much, but I can tell that you watch the video if you do this. We have 10 and negative 10. All right, well, let's point them out. Here we have 10 all the way over here and negative 10 all the way over here. So clearly 10 is greater than negative 10. 10 is greater than negative 10. Okay, continue on to number 6 and let's move down to number 7. Pause the video and complete 3 to 6. Go ahead. Okay, for question 7, what is the value of pi to 2 decimal places, to the 10th, to the 100th place? Okay, what is the value of pi? Remember how I told you we like to celebrate Pi Day, where we all get together and we eat some pie, some P-I-E pie, not P-I, this pie? Well, if you can recall, we chose the date March 14th. March 14th is the day we like to eat pie. Okay, what day is that this year? Let me check quickly over here at my calendar. That day this year, March 14th, falls on a Monday. So, we'll have pie. Hopefully it falls on the day of the week any other year. Okay, let's see. So that's Pi Day, March 14th. March is the 3rd month of the year. 14th is the date. So this is how we're able to remember what pi is. Pi is the 3rd month, March 14th. Okay, that's just a way to remember. That's not how we came up with pi. Pi is the average of all the diameters of all the circles divided by their diameter. This is the average of all the circumferences divided by the diameter. Okay. So then, what would pi be as negative? If you're thinking negative 3.14, you are correct. Okay. Negative 0.4. Okay. List the numbers in order from least to greatest. Right here, boys and girls. Remember, keep in mind positives and negatives. Okay. Here we have a positive number. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So right here we have the number 4. Then we have the number negative 17. We have 0. 0 is greater than negative 17, right? Negative 100, 14, and negative 10. Put those in order from least to greatest. I'll give you a hint. The lowest number right here is negative 100, right? That is the least number. And the highest one is 14. Go ahead and fill out all the ones that go in the middle. Got it? Do the same here. Remember that this is negative 3.14, 3.14, which is greater than this one, right? Because this one's further down in the negatives. Okay. By the way, this right here is a key answer as well. Okay, that's a key answer. Okay, let's continue with name 4 positive answers less than pi. 4 positive numbers less than pi. So anything less than 3.14. Just give me any numbers between that, less than that. But they have to be positive, greater than 0. And name 4 negative numbers greater than negative 3. Could be the same ones, just put a decimal number on them. I mean, put a negative sign on them. Sorry, negative sign. Could be the same one. It has to be, because it's going to be greater, okay? It has to be between 0 and negative 3.14. Clear on that? Okay, I hope you get those answers. We will check all of these in class. Take care, everyone.